Hey guys, before we start the show, I wanted to remind you guys that there are plenty of ways you can still support your girl, Double Dose of Misty, host of Double Dose of Raw Talk podcast. That's right, the merch store is still open. You can get the copy of my first ebook of a series that is coming up, so stay tuned. My journal to self love is still available. Make sure you get your copy and read up so you can get a deeper look into my life and my journey to self love. Also, the merch store is still there with some of our favorite signature Double Dose of Raw Talk t-shirts, hoodies, you name it. It is fall season upon us. Why don't you go get yourself a hoodie and start rocking your girl? Ew. And one last thing, this show is sponsored by Cannabis Queen of Queens. Shout out to my girl Sally. That's right, the best cannabis blends out there. Oh, I am so mellowed out when I have my cannabis blends, either my coffee, my tea, my drink, and sometimes I infuse some of these meals, y'all. You don't want to miss this chance. Go to Cannabis Queen of Queens Etsy page, Canna Queen of Queens, and use code DDRT20 for 20% off. You don't want to miss this. Go support your girl and her people. And as always, enjoy the show. Welcome to Double Dose of Raw Talk podcast, your weekly dose of many discussions and opinions, a show where we get comfortable being uncomfortable. And remember, no topic is off limits. Now let's talk about it. Hey guys, we are back. And as always, you guys are tuning in to Double Dose of Raw Talk podcast, as that intro just said. Let me just tell you guys this. I love the intro, but dun dun dun, I think I'm going to circle back and speak to someone very, very talented and see if we do something a little more original and custom for this show that's been running so long. And I'm super duper proud of it. But I think, on another dose, it could use a new little tune. I don't know, something more personal, something more double dose-ish, if that makes any sense. I've been saying the phrase, if that makes any sense, a lot. Makes sense? Sure it does. But yeah, I think that's what we're going to be doing. Okay, so this was supposed to be a mini dose, and then I said to myself, well, you know what? Maybe I could hit them off with an episode. Nothing too long, nothing too crazy, but make it, your EPI number 82. So here we are. So I was supposed to have a guest on the show and record during this past weekend, and no shame or shade in the fact to myself, right, that I was booking guests a little bit closer to the date. Reason being because I kind of want to be able to talk about certain things more currently, right? Nothing related specifically to current events, but more currently, more realistic, more on time, related to different themes. But unfortunately, your girl got a little sick, y'all. Dun dun dun. I should find the fucking sound for that. But the way my body's feeling right now, it's not gonna happen. I'm actually feeling much better today. And I'm going to be very, very honest with y'all, because you already know I keep it all the way raw here. Y'all, I got the third dose of the vaccine, and I do believe I shared it with you guys with episodes that I've had here before. When I first got the first dose and then the second dose, the first one definitely kicked my ass way harder than the second one, but this third dose, it hit me. Like, it really hit me. And, we talk about ever so often this whole vaccine stuff, COVID stuff, the mandates, and y'all already know how I feel about shit. There's things I agree with, there's things I absolutely disagree with, and I will continue to be on that mind frame, right? But what's crazy to me, though, is the fact that I truly thought that I was able to feel just fine with this third fucking dose. And I truly planned my days off, mind you. Like, I was going to be able to do a bunch of shit. Scheduled things. Like, I was just going to be able to vibe it out and feel fine. And And it was a fucking reality check that no, you need to sit down, Misty. Like, Daisy, what are you doing? I underestimated the power of this third dose. I underestimated the fact that the truth is, this shit is still very real. There's still a pandemic going on. And as someone who's choosing to get vaccinated, I have to realize and accept the fact that just like the flu shot, just like all the other shit, it could make me feel a little weaker and a little sick. So it was definitely a reality check for me. But your girl's feeling much better. I'm back in the game. I'm back to business. I am going to my office. I'm doing my thing there. I'm hustling back up with lots of strength. You have your regular symptoms, but your girl is fine. So we good. But this is not going to be about no vaccine, guys. Oh no, this is going to be a special episode. And the reason why it's going to be special, y'all, is because it is full bliss of Scorpio season. Y'all already know a lot of y'all have so much hate for the Scorpios. I don't know what did a Scorpio ever do to y'all. I can't even keep a fucking face straight saying that. So fucked up. I know. I get it. Some of us are fucked up. I get it. Some of us, we're this zodiac sign that just like either people are afraid of it or people are just traumatized by it. And I say that very carefully because trauma is very real, right? And y'all know my healthcare driven side of things does not just use things so loosely, certain terms, but there is to some extent because of certain characteristics of us Scorpios that we do tend to affect more so than impact other individuals. And so that tends to cause a lot of, bad memories and negative thoughts. And it's so funny that we circle this around a specific zodiac sign. And I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people who will say, oh, it's because I'm a Scorpio. I'm one of those people who will say that. And now that I am an adult and it is Scorpio season and it's my birthday month, we're officially in November, y'all. The more I hear people be like, oh, you're a Scorpio. Oh my God, look at your face. Oh my God, look at your eyes. It looks like kill. I get things like that, right? But the truth is there are other things that I want to say are very much so contributed to who I am as a person, and who I am just as an individual, as a woman, right? As a mother, as Daisy, right? As Miss D. And it's very much so pertaining to a little bit of that Scorpio character, right? And listen, I've definitely talked about it here in the past too. Like, there's that sun, moon, and rising shit, right? That I have yet to entirely figure out and gauge. I know what those are for me, but I cannot tell you I'm an expert. I don't pretend to be. But there is still some truth to, being a November baby, being a Scorpio baby, being a specific type of way. There's certain things of myself that I've constantly been told. And listen, there's people who will probably sit there and be like, nah, that bitch is shady. Nah, that bitch just stopped talking to me. Now Daisy just like gave me the cold shoulder and Daisy did this and Daisy did that. And the thing is this, right? There is not a single individual on this planet, not a single individual on this planet that myself, when I've given the answer and the response to why I've done certain things or why I've behaved a certain way, and I say, oh, it's because I'm a Scorpio, I'm a tough cookie, I'm that tough zodiac sign. There's still not a single person in this world who can ever say I've ever done anything malicious towards them or against them. Because one thing's for sure and two things for certain. And I mentioned this before in a previous episode. I said, maybe someday I'll go into it. Karma is very real. And I'm very careful when I say that word. Because karma flashed right before my eyes. Not against me. But it was definitely one of my lowest points. One of my most heartbreaking points where I was real, loud with it. Oh, well, karma's a bitch. You're going to see. Karma's going to get you. And the reality was that when karma did, quote unquote, air quotes, get that person, it broke my heart. It broke my heart. It was very much so debilitating and hurtful, overwhelming. It was me talking to myself and saying, did you call on this for this person? Did you do this maliciously towards them? Or did you just say that in that moment of anger? Did you just say that because you were just so upset and you had nothing else to do in that moment? Because the truth is, in that moment, in some of my darkest times, physical pain was more, something that I would want to engage with. And cause onto others, inflict pain on someone and think that I was hurting them ever so physically, and it would get to their emotional hurt, right? And none of that is healthy. None of that is good. None of that makes us good people. That's the truth of it, right? There are certain things that I'm not entirely proud of who I used to be and who I am today, right? When I said all that shit about karma, and when I actually saw it happen a year later to the day to this one person, it just did not feel good to my soul or my spirit. And as of that day, that was, if I could tell you guys the exact day, I would, but I could tell you what month and year it was. So the day that I said, karma's gonna fucking get you, that was actually, I want to say July 26th, maybe 27th of 2009. There's a reason why I remember that. It was then. And it was a year later that karma caught up to that person. And again, it was a horrible thing to witness and to see. And it was as of that day, the year later date, that I decided I will never again call on that phrase and call on that thing, that universal power, the spiritual power of what karma is. I say this to say, being that, epitome of a Scorpio who's very, very tough, right? Like I said, I've never done anything malicious against anyone. And there have been people who have said certain things about me, just in life in general, very personal too, for personal people, about me, like, quote unquote, cutting them off, just being scissor happy, and me just cutting that tie, and not giving two F's about ever connecting with them or ever discussing anything with them, just completely separating myself from that. And the truth is, and I want to be able to celebrate this moment when it comes to that, for me being, a quote unquote Scorpio woman, but also just being Daisy, also just being Miss D. And this is very much so reflective on the fact that it is Scorpio season. And here I am about to, God willing, embrace another year of life. By the time you guys hear this, in 14 days, y'all, 14 days. And for me, like, I'm still that person that will give anyone that shirt off my back. I'm still that person who will go above and beyond to be there for another person, even if it takes me some time, even if sometimes I am a little silent and disengaged. I'm still that very loyal person that however which way that I can do it, I will do it for you. Whatever you need me to say, I'm never going to sit there and lie to a person, but I will be there. I am that person that if I want to from my soul and my heart, to show a gesture and to show love to someone, whether in a form of appreciation or just because it's a celebratory purpose, or because of a friendship, because of a good deed that was done, because of me just being grateful, I will do it. I will show it. I will demonstrate it. I will share something. I will gift something. And the thing is, the reason why those things happen is because the true reality of myself and many, hush to that Scorpio slander, but many Scorpios that I happen to know, and we take so much pride in being this Scorpio badass person. The truth is, we do have enormous hearts. The truth is, we do love very, very hard. The truth is, we are extremely loyal. We're very passionate when it comes to the people we keep around us, the people we surround ourselves with, the people that we consider loved ones and chosen fews in our lives, the ones that we go out of our way for, that no matter the distance, nothing changes our dynamic. I was so reflective of this. I was so reflective because there are so many people that I know that are in the Scorpio season celebrating their birthdays, and I see the things that they're sharing, the posts, the pictures. And listen, social media is social media. I could sit here for days and slander social media all I fucking want, because y'all already know social media can really put up a front for all of us, right? But when I see those smiles, when I see people celebrate their birthdays, certain events, certain milestones, certain accomplishments, and they just happen to be of this, slanderous, shady zodiac sign like a Scorpio, right? Um, it just goes to show you that there are people who just see that deeper side of a particular character, of a particular, characteristics, traits, attitudes, behaviors. There are people who see that deeper side, that bigger heart, that loyal soul. And it's so gratifying to see that. It's so fulfilling to see that and to be able to say, because that's who we are. Of course, there are those parts of a person that have absolutely nothing to do with a zodiac sign. And I know this. We all know this. You guys know this. I know this, right? And we can attest to that. We can attest to, well, why is this person this way? As opposed to what we normally hear about, your type. And the truth is because that's just something that, to be quite honest with you, what I could sit here and attribute it to, oh, sun, moon, and rising, and this is why I'm like this, and this is why I'm like that really falls into experience. It really falls into who we shape out to be and who we are molding ourselves to be through the experiences that we have. So it is through the experiences that I'm having on a daily basis, in different events, in different instances, different occurrences and moments. And it's so related to who I am as a character, right? Based on a zodiac sign, based on the sun, moon, and rising, right? Because I am that loyal, passionate fucking person, right? Because I am that friends. And some will say I am that bitch. But because of that, there is those reasons why I have certain experiences. And that does contribute to who I am today, who I continue to become, right? Being reflective of those experiences, being reflective of my level of growth, y'all. The growth. I haven't discussed growth in a very long time, but even my level of growth, how I was celebrating 35 compared to how I'm going to, and I'm planning to celebrate 36. The way these days, and I've mentioned this on social media, the way these days I am really taking in the moments and the memories. I'm not spending too much time collecting the IG reels and posts and Instagram stories just to show off what those moments look like. I'm really taking in those moments to make memories, to really enjoy, to really laugh, to really have conversations. That's where I want to continue seeing myself grow and go. I want to continue being that person who is just so centered and focused on what her goals are, that even when there are tiny little setbacks here and there, right? Whether it's health, career, weight loss journey, parenthood, motherhood specifically. Let me just correct that, motherhood, y'all. Podcasting, if ever, like anything of that type of, a setback, a pause, maybe even a pause. You know what? Like, even if that was to happen, I'm still there. I'm still present. I'm being so reflective to what this last year has been for me as about to enter my next year of life. That the universe and God it's planning to give me, right? Of course, I pray on that every single day until that very next birthday. And I'm just so damn proud of so many of my accomplishments. And to define accomplishment, let me define that very specifically and detailed right here, right now. An accomplishment is not just something that I can show for, right? It's not something that I can post about only. No, my success and my accomplishment is also represented and demonstrated to my abilities to live a very peaceful and healthy life. And even though, let's say when it comes to weight loss, even though I am still considered an overweight woman and I'm still trying to really revamp this weight loss journey and this healthy lifestyle journey, right? Because it's a full-blown journey, right? The truth is, my accomplishment is making moves towards that goal. That is the true success story. That is the true accomplishment. When I got this new job, right, and I did a whole mini-sode on the grass not being entirely greener, right, about how, here I was questioning myself, because, oh my God, like, shit is also still a little busy over here. Shit gets a little bit tough. The people I work with, not everyone is ever going to be perfect, right? But the truth is, what I realize now, y'all, I'm almost 4 months into this job. So perfect for what my career path has been that I chose, that I've created for myself and I've built. But what I do realize about this is that my accomplishment now, my true success story when it comes to this, is that even though the work is still hard, and some days it feels even harder, even though all of that sometimes feels like, oh, I cannot take this anymore, right? The truth is, I am actually now at a level that is complementary to all the hard work that I have been doing this entire time without the actual quote unquote label or title that I deserve. And that's where my true accomplishment and true success story falls into, even when it comes into my career. I say all of this to say because, again, just being reflective to all the Scorpio slander some of y'all love to dish out. And just thinking about people in general, and just thinking about who people are and how they are and why they are the way they are, and how easy it is for us to say, oh, it's because I'm a Scorpio, or I'm a Cancer, or I'm a Pisces, or I'm a Libra, or I'm a Taurus. I'm a Taurus. Them Taurus, they tough as shit. But shout out to y'all, because some of y'all I really love. It's so easy to pin it only on that. When we should really not just be looking at the sun, moon, and rising, right? Because that is relevant, right? But we should also look at how certain, if we call it zodiac textbook, characteristics that have been just assigned, right, to a specific zodiac sign, how those characteristics truly show into each individual person with their sun, moon, and rising, and their experiences and the shit that they go through that really makes them who they really are today. That when people look at Daisy, when people look at Miss D, and they say, nah, I know her. She is a real one. She is very loyal as fuck. This is who she is. It's not only because, she's a Scorpio and Scorpios are like that. No, not only, right? Or let me ask her, what's her entire sun, moon, and rising, right? So we can make it all make sense. No, not just that, but also because I have taken an opportunity to share my story. And because even if I didn't have a podcast, a lot of those people who have honored me with giving me their friendship and having personal relationships with me and have truly taken the time to build with me and to get to know me, they know why I am who I am. They know what my story is. They know what experiences have impacting and have created who I am today. All of that to say that it's not so much the Scorpio slander or facts, maybe, I don't know, about Scorpios cutting people off, and me being one of those culprits to say, oh, well, it's because I'm a Scorpio. Y'all know me tough. It's not just that. But there's a certain part of my growth that has been happening this past year, and I've truly been reflective on this matter. And the truth is that my best ability, my best tactic, my best executive decision, shout out to my team, my best judgment call good judgments, good decision. Something I'm working on at work right now, y'all. My best move and step in this game, in this thing we call life, right? Sometimes it feels like a fucking game we gotta survive. Is to just truly disengage and remove people from my path. See, I don't take a left turn or a right turn. Oh no. I stay on the path I need to stay on to get to my success story through every single accomplishment. But I do choose to remove certain people out of my path because that is my best way to do something that I preach constantly on this platform and on this show till I turn blue in the face. Protect your peace and protect your energy. And I think I want to say very confidently, very passionately, as the true Scorpio that I am. I think that's my real truthful success and accomplishment story from this past year. That I've been able to truly protect my peace and my energy. That I do not have any regrets whatsoever of who has been removed from my path. That I know it was the right trusted decision that I made. That I have prayed on it and I've made peace with that decision. And I know it was the right thing for me to do for myself, for my sanity, for my mental, for my success stories, for my accomplishments, to make everything align and make it make sense, wholesome, everything. My ability to be a mother, my ability to have a career, my ability to continue producing a show, my ability to continue on certain journeys in order to reach certain goals and accomplish them for myself. And all of that to give y'all a whole bunch of Scorpio shit talk on a very personal note, of course. As Missy, as Daisy, as a Scorpio, as a woman. And also just to celebrate y'all, these Scorpios in your life. If you have a Scorpio, show them love. Get them a little something for their birthday, y'all. It's tough out here for us Scorpios. The slandering is out of control. Some of y'all need to just hush. Just hush and wait until your season arrives. And I mean, it's really about this whole little conversation about it just being very reflective. I tend to reflect as my birthday approaches. I tend to really kind of be with myself and sit with myself and truly reevaluate. It's kind of like I give myself a whole performance appraisal. Like, bitch, who was you last year and where are you today? How has your attitude and behavior evolved? Where's your growth? Let me look at execution. In every little shit you said you was gonna do, how did you do it? When did you do it? And did you do it successfully? This is what I do to myself. And maybe this is the Scorpio in me who does it. Who knows? I don't know. But this was meant to be a very fun, opening, welcoming episode to the month of November, the birthday month, y'all. And this is actually also a calling, y'all. As you guys know, this show opens with a full-blown intro, just welcoming you guys back every single week, letting you know about our sponsor, Cannabis Queen of Queens, who unfortunately right now is off social media, but you can still, you can still find her on Etsy. The link will be in the show notes. That is Canna Queen of Queens. So please go support her. Canna blends are amazing. As I mentioned in the intro of the show, she is our official sponsor of Double Dose of Raw Talk podcast. And you guys can go to her Etsy page, make your purchase. You don't want to miss this. You don't want to regret it. Help your girl support her homegirl who is, listen, we're doing women businesses here, okay? Women empowerment, we're celebrating life. But also, if you want to do something for your girl right here, your favorite host, Miss D, who should also be one of your favorite Scorpios at this point, support for the birthday. This is what you can do. Ready? 3 things you can do. Actually, 4. here we go. This is what you guys should give me. 1, you should go support our official sponsor, Canna Queen of Queens. Okay. She's on Etsy. Use code DDRT and get 20% off to get your own Canna blend from Cannabis Queen of Queens. It is one of the best things I've ever enjoyed in my teas, in my coffee, and in my drinks. So that's one of the things you could do. The second thing you could do is you can go tell a friend to tell a friend about the show and tell them to rate it 5 stars because they're your friend and I'm your friend and you're a loyal listener. And most importantly, they could leave a dope as fuck review about your girl and this show. And that could be a second way to show me love for my birthday month. The third thing you can do, y'all, I'm speaking to y'all in love languages here. The third thing you could do is you can go to the Double Dose of Raw Talk store. The link will be in the show notes and always in the bio of my social media, Twitter and Instagram. And you could go to the merch store and you could, number 3, buy yourself a Double Dose of Raw Talk signature swag that you can wear, specifically a hoodie because it is getting cold out here in these streets. And you can rock it with your girl too, because I'm gonna start rocking my little hoodie that came in the mail. And what you can also do, number 4, you can also check out the merch store and get your copy of my Journal to Self-Love, my little ebook, because the next ebook is on its way. I'm almost done with it. I can't wait to share with you guys, put it up so you can support your girl, continue supporting my craft, my writing, my journal, my experience, my story that I come here on the show to share with you guys on a weekly basis, whether by myself, on a mini-sode, on a full episode, or even with some of the dopest guests. So that's what you could do for your girl. 4 specific things. I mean, I'll throw in there number 5 if y'all want to send some cash apps. Y'all could do that too. Thank you. But that's what you could do for your girl in honor of the month of November, the birthday month, your girl Misty, in full-blown bliss of Scorpio season. We are rebuking all Scorpio Slander. And I encourage you to embrace your girl, celebrate your girl, embrace all others, and truly take into account what our experiences look like and how they're so reflective to who we are today. And all them little zodiac signs that fill out those little 3 lines in our chart. And that's a funny one right there. Yeah, I sound like I'm totally zodiac slandering here. I'm not. This is not that type of an episode, but definitely a fun one. It's good to be back, y'all. I'm very just happy to be able to come on the show to talk some crazy shit, reflective shit, be all present with y'all, open up my heart to y'all as always. Just give you guys a deeper look into my soul as I do on my mini-sodes. That's every single Tuesday, your mini-sode series on Double Dose of Raw Talk podcast, a dose for the soul. Don't forget those. And next week we will be back with a guest on Thursday with a full episode. So please come back and tune in and support. And yeah, I'm just happy to feel healthy again, to feel better. I definitely, like I said in the beginning of this episode, I feel really, really sick. I was not feeling my best. But y'all, it's good to be back. Ew. And on that note, guys, this has been another week and another episode on Double Dose of Raw Talk podcast. As always, I am your host, Misty, and you guys will tune in next week. Bye. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and we are live on your favorite podcast streaming platform. Make sure to tell a friend to subscribe, rate, and review. Talk to you later. Bye.